Greetings and salutations to all you folks out there. It is time once again for Creeper World 3. I had a blast with this game last time around. I'm pretty excited to get back into this. It took a whole lot of self-control not to play some of this during the downtime over the weekend. I got a little bored and I was kind of looking for something to do. It's like, man, Creeper World is sitting right there in my Steam library and I want to click on it so bad. But I waited. I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride. So, last time around, we did JoJo, and we probably need to go after Ormos next. This is the system where we can choose our path. I remember that now. So it does not actually matter which one we do first. We just have to defeat all of them, and it does not matter what particular order. So, let's go to the closest one. Let's go to Sidet and see what's going on over here. Yeah. Exactly. Mortar blasts, to be exact. That's a strange formation around the emitter on this world. Emitters have arrived in ever more insidious ways because we need a difficulty curve in this game. Dropping from orbit, appearing directly out of rift space, subspace slips, yada yada yada. But why, in all the eons that have passed, have you learned nothing about the Loki's true purpose? Why do they cover all worlds in Creeper? Human made 3 attempts to contact the Loki, only one was successful. There was one age, one civilization that was different from all the others that came before or after. They called themselves the Seloi. Greatness was not in military might, their governance of 100,000 worlds, or the everlasting peace that they achieved. Their greatness was in the serenity of existence that they achieved. Well, so we're looking for the key to serenity. Sounds like a mediocre TV show. They referred to this with a word not in your vocabulary, but what they achieved was an understanding and appreciation of the very fabric of existence. They discovered the meaning of existence. Well, when the end came for them, as it did all the others, they sent a message to Loki pleading not for their lives, but for something else, something they referred to simply as the Ark. The Ark is unknown. Perhaps it was a late discovery of some technology by these humans, or perhaps it was a very closely guarded secret. No other references to it. So, that is the title of the game. Therefore, this must be the most important thing about this entire thing. More so than all the others, you must perish. Ouch. So we're not supposed to achieve perfection. World contains 2 extinct volcanoes. Emitters have taken up residence in each one. I suggest you pick up the Strafer Tech artifact on this world. Okay. Strafers are aircraft that I can use to suppress the volcanoes while I deal with the central emitter. Where are we going to drop on this one? That is the biggest question here. Probably over on one of these plateaus. You'll need to target the 2 strafers on each volcano. Don't waste any time. The volcanoes won't wait. Alright, so we need to... We don't have time to pause. Okay, let's get this thing on the road. And there we go, command. Drop him right there. That must be Strafer Tech over in the corner there. And we need to start with collectors, because I have been informed multiple times over the last little bit here that the more space that I can cover with these, the more income I will get. And that these are way more efficient than reactors are. So I'm going to try to do the thing properly this time and not cause catastrophic events, such as completely running out of resources. But maybe that'll get us a good little start here. We'll connect to the Strafer, and we will be good to go. So once this volcano fills up, I can just imagine the eruption of Creeper that is going to happen, because those little spill channels are going to focus this tremendous volume of Creeper mass coming down from that area. All right, so we need a couple of cannons out here, I think. We've got a fairly decent flow now. Can they fire over the top? That is the question. I may have made a horrible mistake. I just made a horrible mistake. So we need mortars more than we need that stuff, because they can ignore line of sight. So we're going to do that, and we've got the Strafer running. I probably also laid down too much for what my collectors are doing. So let's try to lay in some of these, get some more space covered. So apparently what I'm supposed to do is lay in the collectors and then go with reactors in between the collectors after I run out of space. Only as a last resort. So that's what I'm going to do there. And I am completely out of energy, but that's okay. We'll sit back. Oh no! I accidentally built 2 reactors. Can I cancel those? Destroy. Because those are just going to consume much needed resources. I know those were mortars. Ha! Panic attack over something that didn't even occur. They were almost finished too. Well, dang. I'll put 1 back. We'll get back in there. We'll get back in there. Yes. People in the comments, those are mortars, but it's too late. It is too late. Line of sight is the white area. You are correct, good sir. I should have paid attention to that before. Okie dokie. We shall learn a lesson from this one and continue on in the next better than before. I think someone was saying the exact statistics were these supply you with 3, I think, and the reactors only supply you with 0.4, 0.3, and 0.4. But of course the reactors cost way more than the collectors do. So that would be the key difference there. Alright, the mortars are finishing up. We're starting to supply ammo a bit. I don't think we're ever going to come ahead of it, but it is what it is. And strafe runs, we're going to target on the volcanoes. I suppose that they sit idle until their ammo bar is full, and then they go out for a run. So that's like a little launching pad with a vertical takeoff and landing jet on it. Some advanced technology in this place. Alright, have we filled out all the reactors? We have. Not reactors, collectors. So I'm going to wait until these guns get built, and then I'll go for another build. Because right now we need to just kind of chillax with what we've got. I'm going to go to 2x speed. Now that we've got everything placed. I think I'm in a good spot to where next game when I start it, I'll have a much better handle on what's going on. So I've got some grain in here that is not being exploited. I've got to take care of every little bit here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do... it cannot go above and below. So we're going to do that little number right there. Strafing run is in effect. It's actually doing a pretty dang good job of hammering that creeper down. Alright, I think that is about good. We're going to get a little bit there, a little bit there. I don't think that one's worth it. Let's get some down here. Good deal there. Gradually inching up on our power delivery systems. We also need to go up here because there is an ore mine where we can get some anti-creeper. So probably a good idea to go down that way, but now we are going to go this way and build a handful of cannons so they can keep this area free. Actually, we probably only needed 1 there, but that'll give me some guns to move up next time. So those there, and then we can get another set here. Yes, I was correct. So the planes run out of fuel, they come back to the landing pad, charge up once again, and then fly out to hammer the volcano yet more. See, it's overflowing there. So we have nipped that problem in the bud, thankfully. On the south side, yes, that is getting beaten back as well. So let's go ahead and expand towards the north here. And grab some more collectors. That should get everything locked down. Probably should go for a couple cannons there as well. And that's it. we're actually feeding a really good amount of energy here. So I've also freed up some space right inside here, where I can lay in yet another cannon. Another interesting thing I learned from the comments, which I probably should have realized from what was said in the tutorial, but I did not make the connection. Mortars... What just died? I didn't see it. Oh well. Mortars do not actually do that much damage to a single layer of creeper. It is the vast, deep seas of creeper that are affected the most by the mortar. So what I needed to do, and what I'm going to do from now on, is we need to use cannons on the front lines where the creeper is shallow, because they're super effective at suppressing that. And then we need to use the... I need one there. I can cover that. And we need to use the mortars when we get closer to the deep pools. And that's going to allow us to kill things at maximum effectiveness. Okay, so I think I've got everything set up in here. Let's go ahead and build a handful, actually more than a handful. We're going to build a buttload of reactors because we have extra space. So we're going to do this thing right here. And then we will start moving towards the front line. That's right. Reactors galore. All over the rear end of this son of a gun. Fill in all the space that we can. Oh, that is where I lost a thing. Crap. Let's take, you are not being used much. Let's fly you up there, where you will actually be able to do something useful. You are also not being used much, so let's take you as well. One might not be able to keep it suppressed. The ammunition is not flowing freely, so we're going to do that. Good deal. I think this is a pretty reasonable setup. Let's go ahead and lay in some more reactors as soon as these finish, because we've got a ton of reactors out. A few relays to speed up transport could help. I get it now. Alright. Let's lay in these. More power! Because I do not have the power. Is what I would say if I was a Masters of the Universe fan. But obviously I'm not. Okay. And many reactors were made that day. It's like Sim City almost up in here. Alright. That should be... we got room for a couple more in here. Alright, now that we've got all that taken care of, let us make our move. We probably want to exchange these cannons for some mortars so that we can start creeping into the base. Get it? Get it? Creeping into the base? I'm a failure. Anyway, we're going to build, I think, 2 mortars here. And hopefully those will be able to lob some ammunition over the cliffs and clear us a space on this side where we can then start moving our cannons and things in to do combat at close range. All of this down here is holding fine. Everything on the north side, yeah, we're basically maintaining. Everything is good with the world. It's all rolling along just fine, and we are dispensing an absolutely terrifying amount of energy at the moment. It is quite the expenditure watching all of this ammunition flowing out. This would be a logistics nightmare for an army. But thankfully we have high bandwidth connections and a central overlord governing all of the decision making, so I don't think we're going to run into any significant problems. Right? Wrong. Brink always runs into problems. Okay, so we have cleared a nice little bit right here. We're going to start in with the relays. Let's get into a relay. And we're going to start laying down a new round of cannons now that we have a little bit of space cleared. I'm going to let that one build before I build any more, because this is dangerously close right here. Come on. You can do it. There we go. And we'll build 2 more. No! That is not what I wanted at all. There we go. Now they'll be able to keep it at bay. Okay, so if we can kind of come around in the front here, I don't know. Those look okay. We'll just leave them like they are. And 3 more. Okay, so now that these are in, if I build 1 more there, these 3 will be totally obsolete, and then we can start moving cannons forward and eating into the creeper. Although the mortars are not hitting in an ideal location anymore, so we're going to move you to the front, and we're going to move. Can I get in range of anything? Right there. We're going to move you to the front. I'm going to grab 2 of these mortars here and bring those up, so that they can attack the deeper portions of creeper. I cannot manually target you. That sucks. Okay, so you're obsolete. We need a node, though, to make that connection. So we're going to get a relay up in here. And make that move. I actually have quite a few obsolete turrets. There we go. And we actually have a surplus of energy now. That is fantastic. We're overfeeding all of the things that need our supplies. So at every point here, we have an overstock of ammunition, which is great, because if I decide to just randomly move a turret, we'll be able to do just fine. Are we close enough to actually attack with a nullifier? Very nearly. All right, we're going to move you up, and I think we'll be able to clear enough space here. Can you connect? Please connect. There we go. We'll be able to get close enough where we can drop a nullifier right there. And it's in reach, but we don't have anything to charge it with. So we need a relay. Relays are important things. Can I build one back here and transport it? Or do I have to have a clear area? I think I have to have a clear area to build it in. Come on, build, 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 build. That point is trying its best to kill that son of a gun, but I don't think it's going to make it. It is surviving, and it's loading now. So once we knock that out, that is going to significantly affect the battlefield, because we're going to be able to build a super cannon right there and probably reach out and touch some fantastic things, is what a creeper would say. What was that? Can I terraform? What is this? I pressed a button and I don't know what it's doing. Interesting. Oh well. It'll probably be a mechanic that comes up later on. Alright, we need to move everything up just a little bit so I can claim this super-powered node. And apparently I cannot build there because there are little thingamajiggers in the way. So we're going to do that. And all of you cannons in the back here, you need to move up where you're actually shooting something. As well as you, my mortar man. Get up in here. There we go. Of course, you're obsolete too now as well, so we can move you up. And you guys might still be helpful. I'm going to move you out in front, I think. There we go. And that will most definitely free up this particular mortar, which we're going to place right over there with a relay on the front end to connect him. Good dealio. All right, so we're almost in reach. We can just about set him there. Is that going to be centered up enough in the circle? Can I get it? Nope. That's got to be exactly in it. There it is. Super powered cannon, red hot. But alas, I messed up a connection. That's what this is. How did that happen? That is very strange. All right, the connection has been made. The super-powered cannon is online, and we're going to be able to clear this son of a gun out. I don't think we're actually going to need. Let's make a relay string here. I think we can come up on the lip and place a nullifier right here in range, and the ships are keeping this suppressed enough that we aren't even going to have to build any weaponry up there. We can eliminate that one. Can I build a thing up here? I cannot. So I have to beat this back enough in order to bridge the gap there. Come on, you can do it. There's 2 keys. Okay, so we need to go across here. There's 1 key. Can I bridge right here? Please let me. Please let me. Oh, yes. That's it right there. Ha! I don't even have to do anything else. I don't have to kill all this crap. We can get all of this taken care of in one fell swoop. Thankfully, the channels actually restrict where the creeper can go, so I can just build across the top of everything. I think this will be the quickest creeper problem that I've ever solved. Yeah, that gun definitely does need anger management, but you know what? He did a good job, so I think we'll forgive him for hulking out. Alright, so that is another mission down. What planet was that? Uh-oh. Did I just click proceed? We're gonna leave the world. Hopefully that gives me... Hopefully that gives me the victory still. Yes, it does. We've got the keys to all the other worlds, so that is good. Let me finish this out here. That is the end of